at collectively 114.5% of objective, which was great. Southeast region and the zone ended up achieving greater than 100%, as did Chevrolet nationally. We had 6 dealerships out of the 14 in the district ended up exceeding the 100% threshold, so that is great. Much appreciated, because each and every one of you helped contribute to that, and in some situations may have even gotten that final unit or two in to close out the month strong. So thank you very much for your involvement in November performance. And our district for the month was up 7.6% year over year. And then calendar year to date, we're up 2.1%, while the new car industry is about a push. And the region for Chevrolet and the zone for Chevrolet are down. So all of you are getting the job done with your teams at your respective stores. So thank you very much. And the only component or bullet that I'll mention on that screen in front of you specifically is your manifest lists have populated. I would encourage, if you haven't gone out, please go out, download those lists, and get started with the information on reaching out to your clients, your customers, etc. And with that, I'll turn it over to Dave. You might be on mute, Dave.
I do that every time, Kelly. All right, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a great close. It certainly sounds like you had an amazing month, so congratulations to everybody who took part in that. And here's off to a strong December and year-end close as well. So we've got a couple of ideas to start targeting our customers so we can make the most out of our month. And I'm going to be sending a few other ideas as the month goes through as well that you'll be getting. So the first thing I want to talk about is what I call a Christmas card list. When I was in sales, we used to send Christmas cards all the time. I don't know if you guys still do that. A lot of it's probably done virtually now with digital Christmas cards. But some of the toughest things that we did was sit down and you know, some salesmen were writing 200 or 300 cards out a month, which is good if you've got the time for it. But December can be a busy month, so sometimes we want to. Sometimes if we're looking to prioritize our customer list, our customers to contact, we can use Playbook to help us do that. So what I've done is go ahead and take Playbook, put it into an Excel file, went ahead, ran a sort across it and filter. And this now gives us a list that we can go over to the salesperson column and find each of our salesmen and compile a list of all their customers. And then we can also look at what market status those customers are in. So if Ted Roosevelt's been with us a long time, we can sort out Ted Roosevelt's customers and compile a list of just his customers alone, those customers that bought from him, so they have a working relationship with them. And then Ted can note, you know, what their in-market status is. And so when he calls them or sends them a Christmas card, he can kind of customize the presentation to that customer and have a good, effective conversation, not only wishing them a Merry Christmas, but also letting them know that the employee pricing for everyone is back for 2019 to close out 2018 in December and have a great month of it. So it's a great idea. And then maybe George Washington, who's listed here, maybe he's only been with your store for a couple of months and he doesn't have any customers. So if he only has a few customers in there, then we could look at some of those customers like Abe Lincoln. Maybe Abe Lincoln's been gone for 2 years, but Abe Lincoln still has customers on the database. We can give Abe Lincoln's customers to George Washington. So that lets us build up our orphan owners and make sure that our newer salespeople can have the same success as our customers, or as our salespeople that have been here for a while. If the salesperson has a lot of customers on his list, if he's got hundreds and he wants to target it a little bit more, you can just start by in-market favoring GM. And of course, that's the lowest hanging fruit for the customers. And then if the salesperson wants, he can even sort it out by model to match your inventory or any personal goals that that salesperson has. So just truly a great idea to get your salespeople working and developing their own leads for December. And remember, it is true GM pricing on all 18 models. And then we've also included some 19 models as well: Equinox, Traverse, Colorado, and light duty double cab. So it's great to get that message out to our salespeople. All right, the next play I'll talk about a little bit is for our business development centers. And I like to use Service Smarts for this one. We've got a great opportunity here for employee pricing for everyone. These customers, when we use Service Smarts, we're targeting customers that bought from somebody else but have serviced with us consistently in the past. So the way we do that is we go into Service Smarts, which is in Global Connect. There's 3 buckets here. The first bucket on the left are customers that live in your area, bought from you, and service with you. The second bucket in the middle are customers that live outside of your area, bought from you, and service with you. But the last bucket is the one that we want to focus on. These are customers that bought from another dealership, but they live in your area and they service with you. And this is a great opportunity for us to touch those customers in the service drive and make sure that we're explaining the benefits of the employee pricing for everyone to these customers. We don't want to count on the dealership that sold them the car as to following up with them. They've chosen to develop a service relationship with you guys, and we want to take advantage of that. Now, in this case, clicking on the 29 will give us a list of customers. Your list will probably be larger because this is just kind of a test site, Anytown Chevrolet Buick. But click on that 29 or whatever your number is, and it'll bring into a spreadsheet that you can export. But you'll be able to see here, we can see what the VIN, year, make, and model of the vehicle is. And another great thing to know about it is, hey, how long have they owned the vehicle? So we'll be able to look at these customers, go into your CRM, find out their contact information, and then start making calls to them about employee pricing for everyone, the great opportunities for buybacks, and again, get those calls going out of your BDC to customers that aren't on the active follow-up list. And then our last play for today is building up on what we talked about last week, which is our small business playbook. Last month, which is small business playbook. Just as a reminder, we got all kinds of bonus cash that's available for you guys. And this small business playbook has several features about it. First of all, we've got the business name, business match. This is just like a household match on the regular playbook. This talks about how many GM vehicles this business owns, year, make, and model of what they own, when the delivery date was, and the description of the type of business that they're in. So this was an idea that we did last month. The incentives are totally changed. I really think that this is an opportunity for us to reach out to these customers again and be sure to let them update on the bonus cash as well as the employee pricing for everybody, so we can take advantage and start moving these customers. You guys, this playbook is a 6-month propensity of purchasing. So if they're in market undecided, favoring GM, or in market favoring competition, it's a 6-month propensity, meaning somewhere between now and 6 months these businesses will be making a purchase of a new vehicle. However, it only makes tax sense to do it in the next 30 days. So if they're in market now, and if they're in market right now, there's a high probability that they're going to be making a purchase to alleviate some tax burden on them before the end of the year. Let's be in that conversation with them. All right, and the last kind of thought that I had was never give up. You know, we're reaching in the doldrums of December. There's a lot of distractions that are out there this month. Christmas, vacations, travel, shopping. and it's real easy to kind of see things aren't heading your way and not give that extra push. But Charlie Brown didn't do that. Charlie Brown's Christmas tree, as you know, was pretty poor, but he did manage to find a shiny bulb to put on it. So always keep looking. There are more deals out there. Remember drive growth data. Look at your leads from 80 to 60 days. Those are where we find the most affections that are happening. Go back into your CRM, re-engage those customers. In your service waiting area, do we have vehicles that are parked near service that that highlight the Chevrolet new products? Is there anybody in your service drive greeting customers? Is there anybody looking on the ROs to see if they're eligible for any private offers from the manifest lists? Does anybody scrub the ROs into the manifest search? Friends and family. We know that sometimes we take for granted after we've been in the business a long time that our friends remember that we're a car guy or we're the car expert. Do their friends recognize you as a source for them as well? And then, don't forget the friends and family that visit the store every day. The mailman, the UPS driver, the FedEx guy, your office supplies delivery guy, the Snap-on Tools guy. All those people are potential customers. This is a great opportunity to remind them that you appreciate them and have that conversation about the exciting things that are happening with General Motors. And then just when you think you're done for the day, push yourself for one more lead. Can you make one more phone call? Can you do one more thing to engage a customer? If you did that for the next 20 days, you probably can squeak out at least maybe one or two more sales out of engaging just that one or two more customers at the end of the day. So guys, never give up. It's a short month, but it's packed full of excitement. Last December was exciting to see the numbers as they came across the board. Let's keep doing it. And with that, we got a few minutes for any questions, comments, or concerns.
One thing I would mention, Dave, before, if anybody else has any questions, they've ended up touching on the small business playbook. Last month, I think, was the first month he kind of talked about that, directed you where you could go get that information, etc. It's even more crucial this month because what I'll do is when I send the deck out later this afternoon, I will include that Tax 179 flyer that could be a part of your communication and what you're reaching out, because a lot of businesses have tax advantages by purchasing before the end of the year as far as their individual business is concerned. So don't overlook that, because last month I saw an awful lot of Silverado trucks being sold. They're not all just the individual one-offs. These are some small businesses, some larger ones, and that's just in the retail world. I didn't even pull all the stuff that's going out there fleet. So don't forget about that component of it, please. And with that, are there any questions from anybody on the line about anything? Maybe they've all got it on mute as well.
All right, we'll wrap it up, guys. I appreciate your time this month and your time this week and all the hard work you're getting ready to put in and all the hard work that you've done. You guys have a great December, and we look forward to seeing you in the stores.
Thank you, everybody,
Thank you so
for
much.
joining in today.
Thanks, everybody. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Same to
Merry
you.
Christmas, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kelly. Dave, take care.
Yep, thank you. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Kelly. Hey, will you send me that text flyer too?
Pardon me?
Will you send me that text flyer too?
Yep. Yep, I'll do that.
I'm gonna send out a new copy of the deck because I updated that district page. I didn't have anything on the one that I sent you earlier, so I'm gonna send that out right now to you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, though.
I'll talk to you there.
And I'll shoot it over to you.
Okay.
Thank you, and have
Thanks.
a good day.
You too.